wanna be down with the king.
It's the Sports Kings. Sports Kings. Big Mike.
He might fall off the wagon in the next 10 minutes.
And Rob Calloway.
It's about bringing talent. It's not about all the flash and glitz and glam.
Not your average sports talk show. The Sports Kings.
This is NFL legend, Work Done.
This your boy D. Howard, a.k.a. Superman.
I'm Jerome Bettis, the Bus.
It's Cam Newton. Holla at your boy already.
This is Hank Aaron, and I'm down with the king.
Tell a friend, Kings is back.
And we're back. Hour number 2 on a Monday. First day of the week, not first week of the day. That wouldn't make any sense with it. I'm Big Mike. Got Rob Calloway with me. Back from a little hiatus. Took a long players weekend / week in Vegas, but he's back now, ready to put in some goddamn work. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know how much draft or any other sports you got except for hoe watching that you got done in Vegas.
A lot.
A
lot.
We'll see.
I was at Twin Peaks. I was at Twin Peaks where the girls dress less.
Yeah.
What?
Doing what?
Yeah.
Not doing no show prep, I hope.
Watching the draft.
There was boobies out. Oh.
I got out. I got out and went to Twin Peaks because there was a couple sports bars right there. But I went to Twin Peaks because I walked by. The girls had on the little Daisy Dukes and the little, sleeveless little shirts or whatnot, where they were in my kind of skin, young flesh. And they were like, come on in here, we got $3 shots. So I was like, oh, I have a shot. So then I had a shot, and then I looked up, I was like, damn, the draft is on. So I went on and sat down, I watched most of the first round.
Good for you, dude. Dude, did you hear what I did on Thursday, too? Did you hear what I did? Just kind of like impromptu. And, I don't know, felt pretty good. I actually did a little draft show, dude. I had the draft going on in my ear, while I was doing like other topics, and then, when the pick would come, I would see the commissioner come up, and I'd turn the joint on and have, the sound of the commissioner giving the pick, and
awesome.
I'd give my thought on the pick. I try to like do a little professional little thing.
That's awesome.
It may be one of those things where it was like it sounded better to me than it actually was. And if I was a betting man, I'd probably bet on that side of things. But, I think I pulled it off a little bit.
So I did it.
Yeah, what I mean? To me, it sounded good. It's like that outfit that you put on. I was like, damn, I'm going to kill him in this joint tonight, boy. And then a couple of Instagram pictures later, you're like, maybe I shouldn't have worn that. But whatever.
I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have put on the Westbrook outfit.
Exactly.
I don't know what I was thinking about.
But, yeah, it was cool, though. I didn't plan on doing it either. I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk about. But it just so happened, draft started as I started the second hour. And I was like, why don't we try this? Rob's not here. Let's just F off real quick. And I did.
Let's talk about it. Give me some of your thoughts from the first round.
Okay. Well, first of all, let me say this. That La'el Collins thing, oh my God. Oh my God.
The what? Oh yeah.
I've never, ever, and probably never, ever will see anything of that. That thing got so stupid. Like the more hours that went by, because you remember when I first mentioned it, the story came out like right before we started recording on Tuesday. And then I started mentioning it, and you was like, yeah, and they're trying to see if it's his baby. And I was like, wait, what? I didn't even know it. I didn't read that part.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
So then I'm like, hold on. That sounds too Carruthers to me. Yes, it's a verb too. It sounds way too Carruthers. This is gonna get terrible. So then he left the draft to go holler at the police. Yeah, Wednesday turn around, police like, we ain't heard from this dude. I'm like, what? Yeah, guess who? Like, if it's me and I know I ain't had nothing to do with it, yeah, I'm finding them. They ain't gotta come get me. Me and my lawyer walking in immediately because I need to get drafted first round, cuz like that needs to happen on Thursday immediately. But Thursday goes by, police ain't talking to this dude. Friday, he comes out and was like, look. No, actually on Thursday, he's trying to pull himself from the draft and be allowed to go into the supplemental draft. Yeah, NFL's like, nah, that ain't how it go. You don't make the rules, punk. No. So then, I guess now he think he runs something. So the next day, he says, well then F it. If I don't get drafted in the second round, I don't want to get drafted. I'll just go back into the draft next year. And they was like, no, you won't. That's not how it works.
No, you can't do that.
When you don't get drafted, you become an undrafted free agent. Dummy. I'm like, who is your agent? Like, who's allowing you to say these stupid things? Like, who doesn't know the rules? So then that happens. Then he still hasn't talked to the police. So then he's like, yeah, I'll talk to the police on Monday. Wait, what? You realize the draft will be over then, don't you? Like, there will be no more draft after Monday. What are we waiting on? Like, why take you a week to go find the police and tell them, look, I had nothing to do with this. This is where I was. This is all I know. Yeah, so today the story comes out just to kind of forward the story and bring it to the point that it's at now. He spoke to the police. The agent spoke for him and said, or maybe the lawyer spoke for him and said that they answered all the questions. They didn't plead the fifth on anything. And he doesn't think. He doesn't think anything is going to come from it. Yeah, you my lawyer, I need you to be a whole lot surer than that because, yeah, this just smells so... Because you know the baby... Oh, that's the other part, ladies and gentlemen. The baby's dead. Yeah, they delivered the baby.
Oh, the baby died.
Yeah, the baby died too. So this whole thing, you know, I may be wrong, but it just smells. Just got that Caruth aroma to it. You know what I mean? That's something that shouldn't have happened. And maybe this young man had something to do with it. And the guy, boy. But anyway, you asked me about the draft. What I did, I went to, I guess this is Bleacher Report because I needed to find a list of every team and all the draft picks. And before you click off the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to go through every draft pick, but I need to highlight a few things that kind of caught my eye. You know, that kind of caught my eye and kind of caught my attention. The first thing, Rob, this will be of no surprise to you. The Todd Gurley thing kind of made me just kind of like, huh? What? Yeah. The Todd Gurley to the Rams thing was like, you just got, you know, the kid Trey Mason played all right last year. And then the other kid from Zach Stacy, the kid from Vanderbilt that you got a year before that, like you had a nice little backfield going on here. But here, like, as I mentioned, La'el Collins, this is where that comes in because I believe that was their pick. You know, they got the big boy from Auburn last year, right? The big guard from Auburn last year, first round.
Yeah.
Well, he was a tackle, but they bumped him inside to guard. And I believe they were going to try to continue to solidify that offensive line. But then the dude that you want is like they're trying to figure out if this dude going to go to jail for murder or whatever his deal is. It's like, well, can't do that. Who's the best player available? Les Snead. Well, looks like it's Todd Gurley out of Georgia. Get him. Get him immediately.
Get him.
What was it? What was it? Seventh he went overall?
9th was it? I think 7th or 9th. Yeah.
Holy smoke, Rob! What position does he play?
Running back.
Oh my God! And see, even me, even after I slid back off of my hard stance on it, right? I was like, okay, there are two teams though. If you need, and you're at the cusp, you know, of being a championship level team, and one of those teams to me was the Chargers, and they did something that I expected them to do. They went out and got their running back, a game changer in Melvin Gordon. They traded picks to get him, but they feel like we got our quarterback. We're pretty good on the outside with wide receivers. You know, we're all right. You know, on the line, but we need a game changer in the backfield. By all means, because you still got Denver standing in your way. You got to jump that hurdle. You got to get over that Denver hurdle. So whatever's going to get you there, if you need to get into a shootout with Peyton Manning and the boys, by all means, you need bullets. Very good bullet is Melvin Gordon out of Wisconsin. With the Todd Gurley thing, I'm not really a best player available guy. I'm usually the guy that's like, what's the fit? Where does he fit in our system? You know, that's why I was so against like last year, Jadeveon Clowney. Yeah, you might figure he's an athletic freak and he's a once in a lifetime athlete. But like, what you gonna do with him? You know what I mean? So you're looking at him, you're looking at Khalil Mack, and Khalil Mack, he walks in right away. He plays the same position that you need him at. You got to switch him. You got to move to a new position. He plays linebacker, and he's an impact player. But you don't want to be the team that missed on Jadeveon Clowney. Fine, sweet. He didn't even play last year, so there's that. Let's see what else. The fact that Landon Collins actually lasted to the second round, I think the New York Giants got a winner in that thing there, boy. Because I mentioned last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, HaHa Clinton Dix, and how, you know, I saw him week after week, his maturity, and him become more and more of an NFL safety every week. And if Landon Collins is supposed to be the next coming of him and supposed to be a better version of that, the Giants got them. They got him a good one in the second round too. So good for them. What else did I see here that got Kevin White going to Chicago, big wide receiver to take Brandon Marshall's place, and I think it makes sense because of the contrast between he and Alshon Jeffrey. Although Alshon is a downfield receiver, he's not a fast guy. He's a big, body, post up type of wide receiver, But this kid, Kevin White, he's gonna blow the top off. He's 4'3" legitimately, and can go get it and plays angrily as well. So I think they got a good one. But now it's like I'm always talking about, like eliminating the excuse. Like that's exactly what they did to Jay Cutler. It's like, all right, Jay, you got Forte in the backfield. You've got sorry, dude. They just showed old picture of Charles Barkley shirtless, and this dude had a six-pack. So if that only tells you how long ago that possibly is, like 40 years ago probably.
Right.
Anyway, so you got Forte in the backfield. You got Alshon on the outside. Now you got this kid, Kevin White, on the other side, and you still got Martellus Bennett playing tight end. It's like, all right, Jay, if you don't do it now, yeah, it was nice knowing you. The other first round thing, the Broncos actually trading up for Shane Ray. And, outside of the funny part that the kid that got popped for weed is now in Denver. They're gonna get
awesome.
They're gonna get a nice player out of this thing, man. Von Miller will be a free agent this year. DeMarcus Ware, in English, is 33 years old. And the bonus is he's going to be playing for Wade Phillips. Now, if you wonder why I say that's a bonus, if you remember the better years of Sean Merriman's career, lights out Sean Merriman, this is what Wade Phillips is going to do. He finds a way, based on his fronts, to get his outside linebackers on tight ends and running backs. That's why Sean Merriman every year was like 18 sacks every year out the box. You know what I mean? Like, you pencil this dude in because he was never being blocked by linemen. The scheme always had him being this big 270-pound, massive, roided-out human being, and which, by the way, he was suspended for PED, so I can say that without saying allegedly. It's like punishing people's running backs and tight ends all day long and sacking quarterbacks and dancing over their carcasses. And that's what he's going to do for this kid, Shane Ray. So I think on both parties, like Shane Ray may have fallen a little bit more than he should have fallen, but, he's in a good situation, outside of, having to drive to work every day, passing by the weed dispensary like, God, boy, you smell that? No,
right.
I'm just playing. I'm just being an idiot, Rob. Don't pay any attention to me. I'm just being an idiot. That's not what he's going to be doing.
I'm just saying, he kind of messed that up because now he in the program.
Oh yeah, he is. He's well in the program.
Hey, really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to clear something up. Ty Gurley actually went 10th to the Rams.
10th. Okay.
So I just want to clear that up.
10th. Thank you. Yeah, got to make sure we get that stuff right. But still, it's a top 10 running back, dude. Think about that. That dude, that dude went top 10 with an ACL injury. Like, how bad of an MF is he?
Now look, now I know we don't do a lot of X's and O's, but Jeff Fisher, who of course is the head coach of the St. Louis Rams, in his coaching career going back to Tennessee, he's been to the playoffs 6 years, right? And of course, a lot of those years were with Eddie George, 99 through 2003. Eddie George averaged right around 1,200 yards a game. 2007, he had...
I hope you mean a year. That'd be a hell of a game. I said, I hope you mean a year, because that'd be a hell of a game.
No, I mean, I'm saying...
I'm playing with you.
They averaged, for season. And then he had one Lindell White. White.
Oh, God. Lindell's probably like 300 pounds now, dude.
Right. In 2007, he rushed for 1,100 yards, and then Chris Johnson in 2008, when the Titans went to the playoffs, he rushed for 1,200. So, maybe, Jeff Fisher is definitely one of these, what you call him, a freak of habit. So.
Oh, creature of habit is what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. No. We know what we're going to see now. Like that kid is
Yeah.
gonna run the football. It was just